It's been quite a while since we've seen Sackboy in Little Big Planet 3. 6 whole years, in fact. But now the Sack is back, baby, in Sackboy: A Big Adventure. We find the Sack folk having a lovely day, while Sackboy is casually flexing his creativity by painting 2 paintings at once, when all of a sudden a giant villain tears open the sky and ruins everything.
Oh, I do love a warm welcome. That look of pure terror.
This no-good jester is named Vex, and he sucks, literally. I mean literally. He sucks everyone in town away with a giant vacuum cleaner. But after a narrow escape, it's left to us to stop his villainous plans. Now, I should mention that it's probably for very good reason that they didn't call this Little Big Planet 4. Even though it has that charming, crafty British style that we know and love from the Little Big Planet series, this is a very different outing for Sackboy. Where the Little Big Planet games were a make-your-own-game set of tools with a lovely fleshed-out platformer on top, this is just a straight-up platformer. So you won't be making your own levels or games here. But while it may have lost that dimension, it has gained an entire half dimension. That's right, Sackboy is no longer stuck in 2.5D. This is a fully 3D platformer. And it's one that puts Sackboy up there with the best of them. Like a lot of 3D platformers, you've got a bunch of different worlds full of levels, all connected by a lovely little interactive map. Each level is full of dream orbs that you need to collect in order to unlock a bridge to the next area. The Overworld has some nice extras too, including some secret levels, Zoom Zoom's clothes shop full of adorable outfits to collect, mini-games, and a little time trial mode. Now, 3D platformers live and die by how they feel to play, and Sackboy has always been a slightly floaty character in previous games. And while he can literally float here, he's a joy to control. Attacks are snappy, and thanks to a dive roll move that you can pull off mid-air, you can quickly change directions or make up some extra distance in a pinch. It's also just satisfying to roll around levels. All of that is combined with the ability to grab objects and the occasional fun extra tool, like a grappling hook, to create some great level design and platforming moments. At times, this did feel like they'd raided the craft drawer of other platformers' ideas, though. The way he does his little floaty move is just like Yoshi. There are musical levels, like in Rayman. There's a chase scene, like in Crash. You jump and whack things like most of them do. Look, what I'm saying is that nothing is original anymore, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that it's done with such style and joy that it's impossible not to crack a smile while you play. And the world is full of a great cast of delightfully silly characters. Levels are bursting with creative touches and regularly throw a little something into the mix, so I always wanted to keep playing. And those musical levels I mentioned had me dancing in my seat while I played them. The way it synchronizes music and gameplay is mwah, and overall the soundtrack slaps. The whole world looks amazing too. The lighting and reflections regularly caught my eye. But I think it's the materials that really sell it. Everything from fabric to brick are spot on. I mean, look at these fibers on Sackboy. What cute jute. And I love how all those things are often put into such silly creative worlds, but often in a way that leaves you realizing, oh wait, I'm just in someone's garden. Now, I have gone on record saying I'm not the best at platformers, but this was just the right level of challenge for me. There's not a ton of super precise jumping you'll need to do until the later stages, and his float and dive move give you plenty of tools to stay out of trouble. You get a fairly generous 4 lives per level, and Sackboy takes 2 hits before going down. Plus, it regularly throws extra lives at you, so I never even ended up losing them all. If you do need extra help though, you can toggle on infinite lives. So no matter your skill level, you'll still be able to push through. The main challenge will simply come from trying to collect everything. Dreamer orbs are often well hidden, and when you die, you lose about 1/10 of your score, which at the end of a level adds up to reward you with a piece of clothing if you can get a gold medal. Just a few deaths can easily knock your score down to silver. I personally don't care about collecting everything, but for those who do, you'll have plenty left to find after your first run through. There is also 4-player multiplayer, and even some specially designed multiplayer-only levels. But actually we couldn't test it out because online multiplayer isn't coming until later in the year, and we only had one PS5 controller. Overall, Sackboy: A Big Adventure is a truly feel-great game. It looks, sounds, and plays wonderfully. It might not be doing anything we haven't seen before, but it does it all in a way that is absolutely worth seeing. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.